Hello there. It is so wonderful to have you join us in this quiet and friendly space today. This is a place where we take off our heavy coats, sit down together, and talk about the things that really matter to our souls, matters of the heart and how we truly connect with one another as human beings. If you have ever found yourself sitting on your porch or lying in bed at night, feeling a little bit confused or unsure about whether a special woman in your life is starting to have deep, soft feelings for you, please know that you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we are going to walk together through 7 very special things a woman might say when her heart is beginning to open up to you like a flower in the morning sun. We are going to use some very simple and kind ideas from the way our minds work to help make sense of it all, so it feels as easy as a conversation between 2 old friends. Did you know that women often show how they feel through the gentle power of their words long before they ever find the courage to say those 3 big words, I love you? It is a beautiful thing to watch. It usually happens almost without them even thinking about it, like a song that starts playing softly in the background. You see, the way we talk to each other isn't just about passing facts back and forth like a dry history book or a grocery list. It is really about building a bridge of light between 2 people so they can reach one another. When a woman starts to fall for you, the way she speaks to you begins to change its shape and color. It moves away from just being polite, careful, or casual, and it transforms into something much deeper and more meaningful, whether she even knows she is doing it or not. The way she chooses her words gives us very clear and bright clues about the feelings she is tucking away deep inside her heart. People who spend their whole lives studying how we act tell us that every one of us shows our true feelings through small repetitive patterns in the way we speak. There is a very famous and kind man named Dr. John Gottman. He has spent nearly his entire life studying how couples stay in love and what makes a bond last forever. He found that the words we choose to use are almost like a crystal ball. They can tell us so much about how much someone truly cares for us and if they want to stay by our side for a very long time. When it comes to the heart of a woman, her words are often the very first green shoots of a garden that is starting to grow. So, if you have ever sat there wondering, is she starting to like me as more than just a friend? You need to listen very closely to the stories she tells you and the way she builds her sentences. The truth is, a woman's heart usually speaks through her daily talk and her small whispers before she ever makes a big, loud confession. By the time we finish our talk today, my hope is that you will have a very clear, kind, and helpful understanding of these small but powerful phrases. I want to make sure you get the most out of our time together, so I have saved the biggest and most important sign for the very end. This one specific phrase is the ultimate proof that she is truly into you, and knowing it might just change the way you look at your relationships for the rest of your life. This is a place for real advice that feels like talking to a wise friend about the messy, complicated, and beautiful world of love. Let's look at the first sign together. One of the very first things she might say to you is, I feel like I've known you forever. Now, when a woman says this, she is doing so much more than just being polite or giving you a nice compliment. She is actually telling you that she feels a very deep and rare bond with you. This phrase is her way of saying that she feels completely safe, relaxed, and at peace when you are standing or sitting next to her. It is as if her heart feels at home with you, even if the math on the calendar says you haven't actually been together for very long at all. People who study how the mind works have found that women often build these deep emotional bonds quite quickly, especially when they feel that the man across from them truly gets them and sees who they really are. Dr. Gottman also explains that feeling safe in your heart is one of the biggest reasons people fall in love in the first place. When a woman feels that she can trust you and that you are a warm, solid person, she starts to see you as someone very special in her world. Think about a time you met someone and everything just felt easy from the start. You didn't have to try too hard to be funny or smart, and the words just flowed like a gentle stream. That is exactly what she is experiencing. She is starting to believe that being with you is natural, simple, and maybe even something that was meant to happen. If you have only been talking for a couple of weeks, but she looks at you with soft eyes and says, it's so strange, I feel like I've known you for a whole lifetime. She is sharing a little piece of her soul with you. It isn't just a nice thing to say, it's a way her inner self is saying that you have already carved out a big important spot in her life. So how should you answer a lovely comment like that? My advice is to not just ignore it or feel shy and look away. Lean into that warm feeling she is offering. You could playfully say, "Does that mean we were best friends in a past life too?" Or if you want to be very sweet and sincere, you can just say, "That is a beautiful thing to say. I feel that same comfort and peace when I am with you." The main goal here is to show her that you feel that bond too, while keeping the mood light, happy, and hopeful. When she feels that you truly understand her, her feelings will keep growing like a beautiful flower in the warm sun. The second sign is when she says, "You're one of my closest friends, even if you haven't actually been in each other's lives for a very long time." Now, I know exactly what some men might think when they hear this. You might start to worry that you are being put in what people call the friend zone. But wait a minute, please don't worry just yet. When a woman says this early on in a relationship, she is actually testing the waters to see how close you two can truly get. It means she trusts you with her secrets, her fears, and her private thoughts, which is a very big and necessary step before deep romantic love can really start to bloom. Women are often built to look for safety in their feelings before they worry about anything else. They look for men who make them feel protected, understood, and supported in their daily lives. If she is telling you personal stories about her childhood, talking about her worries at work, or sharing things she doesn't tell just anyone, she is putting her heart's energy into you. If she says, "I feel like I can tell you anything, you're such a good friend," she isn't trying to push you away or keep you at a distance. She is actually saying, "I trust you and you have become very important to me." When she says this, try to stay calm and happy. It is actually a very good sign that she sees you as the kind of man she could have a real, lasting relationship with. Instead of acting sad or disappointed that she used the word friend, try saying something like, "I really value that more than you know." I think the very best loves always start with a really strong friendship as their foundation. By saying this, you are gently and kindly pointing out that a great relationship is built on the very bond you two are creating right now. It moves the idea in her head from just friends to a perfect foundation for something much more. The more she feels she can be her true self, the more she will see you as a partner for life. The third sign is when she says something like, "You are so different from other guys I have met." This is a huge win for you. When she says this, she is telling you that you are standing out like a bright light in a very crowded and busy world. In the world of attraction and the heart, being unique is everything. Women are always looking at the men they meet to see who is truly worth their precious time and their heart. If she is comparing you to others and you are coming out on top, it means she sees you as a high-value person who brings something special to the table. People who study how we think call this selective perception. This is just a fancy way of saying that once we start to like someone, our brains start to see them as better and more special than everyone else around them. We focus on all the good things that make them unique. If she says you are not like most guys because you actually listen when she talks or you have a very kind way about you, she's really saying, "I am paying very close attention to you and I like what I see." A great way to respond to this is to be a little bit of a tease in a friendly way. You could smile and say, "I'll definitely take that as a very good thing." Then you can gently ask her, "What is it exactly that makes me stand out to you?" This is a smart move because it makes her say out loud all the things she likes about you. As she lists those things, she's actually convincing herself even more that she has deep feelings for you. It's a beautiful cycle of growing closer. The fourth sign is a big one. I feel like I can be myself around you. This is incredibly important for a lasting bond. When a woman says this, she is finally letting her guard down and letting you see the real her. Most of the time in this world, we all wear a little bit of a mask. We try to look perfect, act a certain way, or say the right thing so people will like us and accept us. But if she is acting silly, being a little bit clumsy, or showing you her quiet, sad, or tired side, it means she feels safe in your presence. This is what we call authenticity bonding. It is the deep human need to be loved for who we really are, including our messy parts. If she starts acting goofy, telling you about her strange hobbies, or sharing things she was embarrassed about when she was a kid, she is giving you a very precious gift. She might say, "I don't know why, but I feel like I don't have to hide anything from you." You should always respond to this with warmth and kindness. You could say, that is the best compliment you could ever give me. Or you can even join in on the silliness to show her it's completely okay to be real. When you welcome the real her, she will feel so connected to you that she won't ever want to let go. Before we keep going with our list, if you are enjoying this talk and finding it helpful for your life, please take a second to show your support for this work. It helps our group of caring experts keep making these guides for everyone who wants to learn more about the language of love. We really appreciate you being a part of this journey with us and for caring enough to learn how to be a better partner. Now, let's get back to our list of signs. The fifth sign is, you make me feel seen and heard. This sounds like a simple sentence, but it is actually incredibly powerful. When she says this, she is telling you that you are giving her something very rare in this busy world, your full undivided attention. Women communicate through feelings and shared experiences. They don't just want someone to hear the words they are saying. They want someone to understand the emotion that is hiding behind the words. A very famous study in a big magazine for psychology found that making someone feel validated, which just means letting them know their feelings are real and important, is one of the strongest ways to make love last a lifetime. When you listen to her story about a hard day at work or her big, colorful dreams for the future, and you remember the small details later on, she feels truly special. Maybe she told you about a movie she loved when she was a little kid, and a week later you bring it up in conversation. She will look at you with a special sparkle in her eye and say, "You actually listen." In that moment, you have created a safe place for her heart to rest. You can respond by saying, "I truly love hearing what you think. I think understanding each other is the most important part of any relationship." This makes her feel even more bonded to you than before. The sixth sign is when she says, "I feel a deep connection with you." The word connection is the real key here. This isn't just about thinking someone is cute or having fun at a party on a Friday night. This is about her heart getting deeply involved. She isn't just talking about liking the same kind of music or the same food. She is talking about something that feels like it was meant to be. This is what experts call emotional resonance. It is like two musical instruments that are vibrating on the same frequency, creating a beautiful harmony together. You will notice this when she starts talking about the big life things, her deepest fears, her childhood memories, or where she wants to be in 10 years. She will remember your old conversations and tell you how much those talks meant to her. When she says she feels this connection, please don't play it down or act like it's nothing. Instead say, "I feel it too." It's very rare to find something this special and easy. This makes her feel safe to keep feeling those big, wonderful emotions. The seventh sign is when she says, "I can talk to you about anything." This is slightly different from the connection sign we just talked about. This is about how well you fit together in the small moments of daily life. It means you have become her safe space. She knows that if she tells you something, she won't be judged or made to feel small. If she texts you a random silly thought at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or asks for your honest advice on a big problem she is facing, she is choosing you above everyone else in her life. You can respond playfully by saying even the weirdest stuff, and then add a bit of warmth by saying, "I'm always here to listen to you." I think being open and honest is what makes a bond really strong. This encourages her to keep sharing her whole world with you. And finally, here is the bonus sign I promised you at the very beginning. I miss you even when you haven't been gone long. This is the ultimate sign. People don't miss just anyone. If she feels your absence after only a few hours of being apart, it means you have become a vital part of her daily happiness. Her brain is actually associating you with feeling good, warm, and safe. If she sends you a text saying, "I miss you," the very day after you saw her, she is telling you exactly where her heart is. She is craving that closeness and comfort you give her. The best way to answer this is to be very warm and say, "That is so sweet. I miss you too." This confirms the bond and lets it grow even deeper. If you have stayed with me this long, I want to say thank you. You now know the secrets to understanding how a woman shows her heart through her words. I would love to hear from you and your experience. If you learned something new today, please let us know in the comments. We are a community of people who want to grow and learn about how to be better and kinder in our relationships. If this helped you, please give it a thumbs up and follow along with us for more daily advice on love and being your best self. Share this with a friend who might be struggling to read the signs. You might be the help they really need today. There is another helpful guide on your screen right now, so go ahead and keep learning. Thank you for being here with us today.